brother, better you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now! 180! Hey, we're good, we're good! 280! Kill! Check 15, check Chopper!
Throwing on first down is Carr. Completes it to Davis. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run, watch the run. That's baby shot.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check three, check three, check three. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now Carr. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies.
I didn't know I was that close.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
General West. Check.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. It's a pickup of 3.
second down, Johnson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One just ran up with the one on top of it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
He's checking crowd. Hey, check 24. Coaching spell. You're mine. What's up?
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points would put on the board.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Set the tone, defense.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Good. 180.
51. Come on.
Point it right, point it right.
Play fake. Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play, this is Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mayfield off the play fake, going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
51 the mic.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Good. 180. Real.
And again, it's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On the ground, this is Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Boy, trap KD 1.7. 1. Yeah. Osama 1.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
KD, boy, that nigga shit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Carr now on first down. Flush to his right. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back up, back up.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. White Monday.
Me. Chisel.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
I seen this shit again, bro.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner.
No,
Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Bro, so I'm like, yo, why couldn't I get my fucking name, bro?
Hey, check. What now? 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Sit down. Sit down.
I'm like, yo, why the fuck I couldn't get my fucking name?
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Shit, I'm about to be...
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
I do what you was doing already, nigga.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
Either somebody goddamn took my shit, or, you know what I'm saying?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Johnson. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
33. Check like 33. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming at
Express.
I'm coming after you.
93. 93.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
Hurry.
To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown, LA! DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Time to go, night. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Hey, Echo. Point it right. All day.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming in.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. On 1st down, Carr. Green brings it in. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
What's the run? They're running it. Hey, 50's the mic. 50's the mic. That's what I do. Check.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Boy, they wanted me so bad.
David Johnson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
They're out here bottom feeding.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
Nigga, 1 and 15. God damn, that ain't good for the team.
To throw, it's Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Switch.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Up. Go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second week in a row?
David Johnson on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. David Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And out a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
I just should have put the
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Mayfield down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
The balance on this shit is fucking trash, bro.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Hurry!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch
Right there,
it. Come on, switch it.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Take 4.
Now this time, Carl throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down. 180.
From the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Mayfield going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, exit.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dead.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is Johnson, he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Fuck this.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Deuce, 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 deuce. Hey, Raider 2. What's up?
Carr going to look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
694.
Now Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
He's on the roof.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Alert, alert. Hurry. Watch out.
Mayfield on first down.
Just one in the pool.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Down. 180.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this? Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, wahoo!
One last shot for Mayfield here. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You gonna try who up now? But you said? No, I thought something about Happy Gilmore, Adam Sandler. My nigga ain't having all that out there. Bro, that first pick wasn't even supposed to be no pick, bro. That ain't even that nigga's zone, bro. He came out of nowhere. Hell yeah, and I bit down with the safety. That nigga came out of nowhere. That nigga got a look at it. That's what Rogers made me mad. That look at it. Touchdown before half. Oh my God. Hell yeah, I was. Then he don't celebrate after. Then he don't celebrate after that whole. Alright, bitch. Make sure that nigga don't care nothing else. Bro, yeah. I was trying. Yeah, bro. Yeah, just as that nigga so far out, then he gotta come all the way back in, but yeah, ain't nobody in that hole protected. He should just hit that hole and go, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's stop on the run. Mm-hmm. All good. All good. Yeah, Ramsdale got a lot of speed out there. Hopefully they get better, you know. Their players get better next season or something. They'll be able to compete. They got to look at it. His first catch with DK was lucky too. I had Hump and Earl over there. That nigga still lost my nigga. Yeah, more, man, Hump alright, man. Hump good. I don't know, Lord have mercy. That nigga too big to be getting bounced out out there. DK Metcalf, that ain't nobody. Man, what I'm looking at this nigga now. He's big as fuck. Yeah, I'm glad they dropped it how they dropped it. My niggas real life. My little fans down is gonna cover Ertz and AJ Green. Yeah, that's I usually end up losing a shit like that. Yeah. And they keep doing the shit too, like even if you goddamn find a way around it, they still gonna try to throw it at you. They don't even try to hide it. It be the same look, the same thing. Everything in the place. Sprinkle a little something else in there. Oh, crazy. Cross kind of smooth too. Yeah, just nice little arm strong. I don't even think I stumbled with Derek Carr. I threw that one? If I threw that hole, I was confident in it. If I threw that, dude, it was playing. Let's see. Oh, Stephon out here, bro. Woo. I'm talking about, look how far the fuck I am in here. Bro, oh, it's because he all the way on the inside. He's just running back there. DK Metcalf 95 speed, though, ain't it? No, I got you, girl. No other cornerback would have did that for me. I got all this cover a whole half of the field by myself. Be my guest. I got weaker head when you sit there not seeing the crash on my screen though. Then that nigga got another pick. I said, yo, this nigga here. He done talked up a monster. Ooh, my pick with Jonathan Joseph was nice too. John Ross, got all that speed. You gotta get off the line first, buddy. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't even got all day, but you got about 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, they got a little time to wiggle loose. I think I need to put Brandon Graham at left hand and the ball at right. No, I ain't gonna flag it up. The ball ain't getting loose. They get loose and they lose. Brandon Graham would have been loose at that moment. Oh, he double teamed. Oh, there we go. Look at all that cover. Yeah, he's in some obvious YouTube, but he was an obvious YouTube nigga. Called YouTube guy. He ain't got no user either. How ball don't play like that? I found me. I'm going straight to the playoffs, to the bowl. Be talking that stupid shit going on. Yeah. Oh, exactly. Who's that dude? I guess, bro. I don't know how he got some. Oh, he must got some tackles with that nigga. Yeah, this one got a lot of tackles. Yeah, that nigga a whole bunch. That nigga a whole lot. When I saw that little nigga on Zach Ertz going downfield, I said, yes. That's where we going. Yeah, more on it. Ooh. Damn, yeah, more. I don't even supposed to be like me, this man, for real. Supposed to still be a big. Crazy. Zach Ertz is best tight end in the game. Oh, okay. He whatever he want to be. He is on that man. He is when you got Myron. When you got Myron on him, he is. And he ain't even jump that high then. Crazy. Zach Ertz be out there leaping people. What you talking about? All out blitz. Got Myron on Zach Ertz. It's crazy. Still want the AJ right there. Oh, I got 8. Shit, he still would have caught that bit. Probably would have been a touchdown that way too. Have all that outside shit, that's fine. Hit that nigga with the hurry up. Then try to blitz again. No, you can't. Yeah, no, look at that clear tight out there. Damn, that nigga bossing me. Don't hear X-Men. He's lit up. Oh, David Johnson. Oh, you talking about that pass to David Johnson that should have been a pick? I thought that was probably a pick, but well, at least not loose, but David Johnson said the truth. Down there, AJ Green. Bro, you saw this dance Brandon Graham did when he got the sack at the end. What the fuck is that? That's just so funny. That shit fast. That shit stupid. Bro, that should have been 43-0, bro. He should not have scored. What y'all doing something tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah. I will. I'll get in there and tell them, hey, my niggas said I need to quit this. It's alright. That shit for real. Just take them concentrate the train and shit. No habits. Damn, you already ready for it? It's already the end of November, huh? I think I'm gonna like I want to go drive now. I want to try to get Gilmore again. See if I can play some. I want to play like some niggas in these other leagues I'm in, like some niggas that actually might know football or got some type of strategy, you know? Draft some niggas like that. Oh, I lost that game to that Facebook nigga. That's trash to me. Should take them Seahawks. He said somebody already was cooking getting the Seahawks. Jalen Ramsey. Got excited. Yeah, I saw that afterwards. Yeah, King would have been starred.